how do you think AI is changing that thinking process? Because what you described there, it's a lot of raw training, mental method building.
Right.
That's from classic research. So let's say if Buffett was going through library, yellow, pages, stuff like that, we grew up in the era of Google search, 10 blue links, but you still have to dig in, click on the links after links to read about yourself. Now with Gen AI, what do you think that the process changed? Because you probably, there's 2 years overlap there when you were still doing economic consulting, and Gen AI already came about, right? But obviously maybe a little bit less powerful than GPT 3.5, 4.0 kind of thing.
Right.
Now it's 5.1, and then we have Gemini 3.0, which is incredible fast, and Anthropic, and all these things. Obviously, but you started your Columbia career at the Value Capital program, obviously with Gen AI already booming.
Yeah.
So how does that change one's process when it comes to the type of work that we just talked about?
Yeah.
And would you say there are different things that there are different causes that will cause you to do things differently?
Right.
Or if someone, let's say, start fresh now with all the Gen AI tools, but did not have those thinking process building, what would those be like?
Right. I still see the benefits of doing the research yourself instead of just asking AI a bunch of to do the whole thing for you.
Yeah.
I think there are appropriate ways to utilize AI and accelerate this process. Can't speak of much of the economic consulting job because it is confidential. You're dealing with your client's data. And you don't want that on open AI.
And you guys are
platform.
subject to the same sort of this legal process of confidentiality agreement?
You have to sign DA and
attorney-client privilege applies, or
client privilege applies to it.
So for your firm, it's the same as another law firm, as in any reputable law firms, attorney-client privilege, exact same sort of legal language applies to your term as well.
We have to treat it with the highest confidentiality, in the legal process, and we always have to use the file transfer of high security too.
Got it.
You don't want these data to be in some LLM to be trained as a pre-trained data.
Of course,
right?
So
that part of the job. And also, I've been out of that job for a while now, so I don't know how fast that has been catching up, or how fast that they're adopting LLM and chatbots now. But from the investment processes, and at least from my 11 months dabbling into this space, I think it's a crazy accelerant to how much you can do.
Okay.
You can
crazy it is. Yeah.
Exactly. You can have a lot of things, and there are a lot of AI tools nowadays. Not to give any ads, not pay. Like for example, Hudson Labs, AlphaSense, they all have the AI built in, right?
Which AlphaSense?
Exactly. And once you synthesize those information, because that's what you need to do a lot of times, you need to do like a primer, for example. It's a new business, it's a new industry. Asking AI to do a primer is perfect. It can save you a lot of time.
Yeah, the sort of the junior level beginning ground research,
exactly.
Right?
And you can do a sniff test. And I do think like the first 12 hours, there's no replacing of building a model, reading the 10K, reading the 10Q. But from a primer sniff test, because as an investor, the most important thing for you is time management. You only got 3,000 hours a year.
I can't argue that for anybody's life.
Exactly.
In general,
And how you deploy that time became extremely important. So it becomes how fast can you kill an idea that's subpar. If you spend 20 hours killing an idea versus you spend a week killing an idea, that makes all the difference. So I think with AI tools built in, with the primer that you do the sniff test, you can get the idea out of the door 10 hours. That's a great accelerant.